about you, yo.
Welcome.
This is incredible. Almost on time.
Welcome back.
In Utah, it is illegal to swear in front of a dead person.
What?
Fuck that.
Oh Lord, I can't believe my wife is dead. What? Handcuffs?
Like seriously, like you're at a murder scene, like your significant other, family member, someone fucking killed him, The police start handcuffing you? That's stupid.
Here's the thing: is like that's not enforceable. The cops curse more than anybody, just as much as anybody. Yeah, someone fucking stabbed this person. That's it, James. You're going to prison.
That is so dumb.
Let him yell into the darkness by himself or with his own little fan.
He's not leaving into the darkness. He's not riding into the sunset. He is opening doors to allow this to happen because he is not let go.
I said let him yell into the darkness.
Oh, okay. Same thing, honestly.
He don't want to yell into the darkness though. He don't want to do that.
He wants people to hear him.
He wants this. He wants this.
No, he doesn't want this.
I don't think he wants Sonic porn, yo.
Hey, you don't know him.
You know what he's into.
Like what you like.
No, I'm sorry.
Most
Trump
of the time.
is into voluptuous 3D blonde bimbos, sir. Thank you very much.
Missionary position while the YMCA is playing in the background. And he's just a pumping to the beat. Bam, 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 bam.
What do you say about Minnesota, huh?
That you're gonna see a moose and everybody claps when it happens, and that's your week.
You don't have to be truthful. You can lie. Oh man.
I mean, you're not even in the cheese place, so you can't even enjoy like a lot of cheese.
Minnesota, North Shore Scenic Drive.
Wow, driving.
Minneapolis
Is there
Institute
wheat?
of Art.
Wow, art. Is there wheat?
Pretty good zoo.
Pretty good zoo. This is the state, not a city. The state.
For the Scenic Drive.
You went back to the drive.
Mountains, cliffs, beaches, forests, lighthouse, waterfalls. No mention of wheat, unfortunately, so that takes it down a little bit.
It's ruined now.
Cool. A nature center, which is basically a zoo. An art museum. There was already an art museum. Wait a second.
Wow.
Leif Erikson Park and Rose Garden.
Oh, you know what? Okay. The Mall of America is in the city that they host it.
Okay, that's a what? 2-hour trip? 3 hour?
We're just listing things.
No, I don't know how you make a weekend out of the state of Minnesota. Oh no.
Minnesota North American Bear Center.
There you go.
Hey, hold up.
What the is a bear center?
Hey, you can see a lot of bears. I'd be down to see some bears.
It's a center that has bears. Of course.
Is a unique bear and wildlife educational facility.
Oh no. Here's what the bears eat. Oh, thanks. You just made bears less cool. Hey, a science museum. I love science. I would go to something like that.
Legit, like four. There's like 5 things in museums. And then there's stuff like Minnesota History Center, which is basically a museum.
You know what this list sounds a lot like? The Ohio list that we read.
Dude, it's a lot like it.
This is awful.
This is terrible.
The hypocrisy of people with the Confederate statues that are like, don't erase my history, but then as soon as you start talking about critical race theory, erase that history though.
Not that one.
Don't teach that history.
That was what Trump was doing. Like, hey, yo, stop the count, but let us count over there.
Stop the count in Michigan and Pennsylvania and all the places where I might lose if y'all keep counting. But the ones where I'm behind, like in Arizona,
We
keep
need to get
counting.
them numbers up. Count them up. Like, you can't have it both ways like that.
Yes, I can.
And yes, he did.
But I bet you if you looked at like Europe, you'd see like 70%, 80%.
I don't know, honestly, because the vaccine manufacturers that have made the vaccine are here.
See, that's the saddest point. There are people over in other places that want that vaccine and just have no access to it. The numbers would be even higher for them if they just could get it. Whereas we are in abundance. They're literally like, hey, moonwalk in here and get your vaccine, yo.
They were talking about going door to door, just like, hey, yo, we sticking people.
Show your card and get stuck.
SWAT team comes in, jabs you in the arm, leaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Mission successful. Moving out. On to next target.
We got
was
3
robbed.
back to back to back in Yoma. My God, we were killing it.
I was robbed. Robbed.
Mm,
Robbed.
I was gonna bring it up. Oh my
Robbed.
God. It was so bad.
Nat even told us this. If it had not been for
I don't care what she
a
said.
single vote for the bias of that My Little Pony bullshit, it had no reason to win. It
I
was
don't care what
my
she said.
turn. It was mine.
I don't
And
care what she said.
bum
I care
bullshit.
I care the award that was given out. And at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? Who cares who went to the NBA Finals versus the champion? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I mean, hey,
was
anybody.
mine. You pandering
who was in the finals in the 2012 NBA Finals?
Do they list
Okay,
the
then.
second place MVP
Stick.
person?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
No, it's not like, hey, Aaron Rodgers, you were the MVP. But Brady, you did real good too. And if not for Rodgers being so spectacular,
YouTube had
you probably would have won. But unfortunately, Rodgers was just too good.
I did
So
something
you
that
do
didn't
that.
even exist on the
Shame that.
internet, and I did it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Right as I started doing it. Was that on purpose?
No.
It most certainly was not.
Welcome back to the podcast of stuff, episode 246.
Gavin, I'm with you.
December is here. Officially.
It has begun.
Oh boy.
I can never disappoint anyone more than I've disappointed myself
In what aspect, though?
by entering into the bet that nobody even challenged me on. I just went, hey, if this happens, then this will happen.
But that's just a man-
nobody invited that.
That's just a man sticking to his convictions. It just so happened that those convictions bit you.
Indeed. All right. Triton, to answer your question, no. Ralph is, unless he popped in, but I recall him saying he wasn't going to be here this week, so.
Yeah, he did say no.
So he's not here. All right. Weekly reminders. As always, Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate. Get your damn vaccine and/or your booster, and wear your mask.
Yeah, I haven't been going anywhere too much, but it's time to boost.
Yeah, your Michigan is currently the biggest hotbed.
Yeah, it's
In the
time to
country.
boost.
There was somebody who went over to Anime NYC and they got that Omicron and then they also traveled with a group of I think it was 12 people, and half of them got COVID, and they don't know if they got the variant as well, but they definitely got it.
It's just kind of bonkers. yeah, I'm talking big, like, oh man, you know, Michigan has the worst. You guys are winning a lot this past week. I'm so
Yeah.
glad I wasn't in Columbus for that. But Ohio's fourth, so I don't have much ground to stand on.
I mean, it's awful.
It is
I
bad.
wonder what Michigan does to have their numbers so
Well, no,
ridiculous.
it's the weather. It's the cold. People are huddling indoors now, and so it's that's why kind of one of the reasons why Florida was so bad is because it was too hot, so people were going indoors. Here, it's too cold, so people are going indoors, and huddled in tight places. It's a smorgasbord for COVID to easily transmit.
Especially when people just are not masked up.
Correct.
They don't care.
Yeah, I think I forget what it was that I saw. It was either Michigan or Ohio that like 87% of the cases that are in ICU hospitals right now are unvaccinated, folks. Just like on one hand, it's cool to see that hey, the vaccines seem to be working since that's the case, but then what the hell are you idiots doing that aren't vaccinated? Just, well, I know exactly
Their
what
whole
they're doing.
thing is it doesn't stop COVID, so why would I put something I don't know in me if I could still just catch it anyway? I'd rather just catch it and get the natural immunity through it
For
as opposed to
a month.
vaccine.
But they don't know that there's been plenty of people that have just like, I've lost my sense of smell. For the past like 2 months, everything that I eat tastes like garbage. They're not seeing that side of it.
Like former track stars, just like I'll walk upstairs and feel winded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when my
They don't. They,
my,
they don't care.
when my brother-in-law had it, that literally what you just said. He's like, I walked up the stairs and it. He's like, I work. Well, normally I work out 7 days a week. He's like, walking upstairs when I had COVID was the most tired I've ever felt in my entire life. Like, just winded, exhausted, felt like shit. An interesting thing though. So one of my mom's friends caught COVID, seemingly on the mend, which is good.
Yes, that was interesting.
One of the symptoms that she had it was reverse of the no taste symptom. Tastes are like dialed up to 11.
Oh no!
So like she would drink like something that was like kind of sweet, like some chocolate that was kind of sweet, but it would be unbearably sweet.
I couldn't live like that.
Yeah. So, but then she told that to her doctor, and he's like, "Is that part of COVID?" He's like, "That's not normally the case, but you are now the second person COVID patient that I've had that's described that. So maybe it might be something new. Who knows?"
It's not common, but it's not possible. I mean, impossible. That sucks.
Yeah.
I'd prefer. You know what? I wonder. I think you can scarf down some. This tastes like garbage.
Nah. My gag reflex will not allow me to swallow stuff that I do not like.
Okay.
Men.
Goodness gracious.
Hey, chat, you have the emotes. You know what to do.
But
December is a wholesome month.
Oh my god.
But at the same time, if something is so powerful on the tongue, I guess you could just eat like unseasoned chicken breasts and stuff, and you could probably
Tofu.
Yeah, you could probably get through with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what type of life?
Truth.
I need some pepper on my broccoli.
All right. So, going through the news tidbits, a lot of Spider-Man stuff. I feel like since like No Way Home is like the first really like big movie for pre-sales, and basically since stuff opened up. Not I was gonna say since the pandemic ended. No, it hasn't. Since stuff opened back up, I feel like people forgot how movies work, where you can see the movie on not the first day, So these scalpers that are offering day one movie tickets for $25,000 to No Way Home, no.
But it's also the case of people like me where I'm just like, I do not want to be spoiled for this movie.
Sure, but
And
is
there
a
are people
spoiler
that
worth
are-
$25,000?
Is there any reports of anybody purchasing that for that much?
Not maybe
Or
for
is
that
it
much,
just-
but for thousands, probably.
I can see thousands on like a premiere Tuesday, like a New York premiere. I'm one of the first people ever to see it. I can see somebody wanting to shell out $2K for that. But just like on a Friday morning, no.
Let's see.
Thursday night, no. But it's an event. When's the last time we had an event movie?
Mm-hmm.
And they want to be part of the event. It's
Probably
that hype
Avengers
stuff.
1.
I'd say Avengers 2. Oh, no. I'd say Endgame.
Yeah, one of them.
Endgame was an event. And this is the first one in a long time, so.
I'm just like and this is it's not even a comparison really to Endgame, but just like my next thought goes to the Snyder cut, but that was more online event thing. But yeah, this is the closest we can possibly get to Endgame. Yeah, 2
Will we
weeks away?
ever get another Endgame?
No.
No, I don't think so. It is, or like even if there's another 10-year culmination, it's just just like how a lot of people were like people have really fond memories and look back on to the first Avengers because it was the first time that was such a big team up movie.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can I feel like Endgame recaptured that lightning in a bottle of the first Avengers. I don't know if they can trying to capture lightning 3 times. I feel like
I didn't say Marvel. I just said, is there ever going to be another? DC
Laying the
something.
No, because even if you lay down the groundworks, you'll still always point to just like, hey, Avengers did it. There's nothing that's gonna recreate that. Oh crap! And Nick Fury is walking in, but Nick Fury was over there and
Smash Bros.
What, a movie or
You get a bunch of Nintendo properties. They get a bunch of movies, and then you get one giant Smash Bros. Movie.
no?
I tried.
that just has the
You
inherent.
you already got Subspace Emissary.
Yeah, you got Subspace Emissary, but that's playing the game. That's like saying you already got the comics.
I don't want at the end of in Chris Pratt Mario for Link to just show up and and
Dude, you know people would go
me, Mario.
Google. You know people would go Google.
There can't be another one of just the slow build of introducing each person and then they finally all come together. You'll get that, but again, it's always gonna be just like Avengers.
And
It's a diminishing return.
and with DC, I think it was kind of proven that most movie companies don't have the patience. Like they're seeing.
I don't know if they don't have the patience or if DC just wanted it now, which is two totally different things.
Well, isn't that the same thing though? They didn't have the patience to build things up to work up to what Marvel is doing right now. They wanted to try and do it now, so they tried to skip things.
No. But they tried to capitalize on the trend now. So it wasn't so much that they don't have the patience to do it, it's that we want to try to capitalize on what's hot at the moment. It'd be like if vampires came back. A bunch of vampire movies came out. They're just capitalizing on the popular trend. Superhero movies are super popular. We have one of the biggest properties, some of the biggest properties in comicdom. Let's try to hurry up and get something done so we can also get those billion-dollar franchises. So I don't know if it's a lack of patience or just they wanted to strike while the iron is hot so bad that they just pushed it out.
That's probably a little column A, a little column B. But yeah, I have a feeling a lot of that same stuff would happen though. Is like they see Marvel over here making billions of dollars. They're like, we want that now. and so they'll try to skip steps. and really, too, Marvel fucking lucked into it.
Oh yeah,
we're
Iron
gonna
Man
create
should
all
not
these
be
solo
hating like
films,
that.
and they're like, we can maybe let's try Avengers movie, maybe, yeah, okay. And they do the Avengers movie, and they're like, oh shit, this worked. All right, we got a plan now.
They basically went Iron Man 1, Nick Fury shows up, Avengers Initiative, and they went,
Ooh.
So then they went, let's try to get that Avengers rocking. Iron Man 2 was a setup for it, and then everything else was a setup for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got that bit rocking.
All right, so we went to the scalpers.
Oh no, others will try to skip to the resort.
Spider-Man is coming to Fortnite. Ooh. I will say though that kind of a joke. The fact that they are adding web slinging as well is kind of cool. But that's the extent of where that interest goes for Fortnite.
Yeah, I played Fortnite when it was like the most popular thing in the world for like 3 weeks, like for hours for 3 weeks, and then I was just like, I never need to play this again. Never played it again.
All right. And then the last little bit of Spider-Man news. Across the Spiderverse trailer. DA, did you watch it?
No, he didn't. His headphones are off though.
Okay.
Why would I? I had this conversation with our little brother. It's like, I'm going to go see it. I don't need to get hyped for it. What's the purpose? It's just going to spoil things for me. And I'm not a person that enjoys spoilers like that.
Okay.
So my headphones are off. Y'all can do it.
All right. Literally just the scene with 2077 and Miles of just going through like the 3 or 4 different animation styles, just how fluid it looks.
That's where you differ. My stuff was the talking,
The character stuff. That's
yes.
good too.
I did not care about that animation like at all.
Just missed you too. I've seen a couple of different edits of that where they're like exaggerating some things on Gwen. Where it's like she looks at it, then just like looking.
Oh, I've seen so many of those memes. They're great.
Oh wait, hold on, Triton. There we go. But yeah, obviously this is just a tiny little teaser. Leads literally the ending of Into the Spider-Verse goes into this. And yeah,
You already know the title, right, DA? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. People were real upset about part 1. Like they're not gonna get a complete movie.
I mean, Gavin in the chat just goes, he just wants it now. He don't want to wait, which is I completely understand, because I think it's 2022 and 2023.
Mm-hmm. So it's splitting. It's just like think of it like Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. Mm-hmm. It's 2 single movies that just lead into.
I would prefer one story.
It is one story though.
I would prefer one movie.
Okay, do you want them to cut out like 35 to 40% of the story so you get one movie?
They created that 35 to 40% of the story.
Yes, because they need to tell the story.
You don't know what they need to tell.
If they could cut it out, they would have cut it out.
I don't believe that to be so.
How not?
There are certain movies that they're lengthened to such a degree that
to me that's like
the
So you're saying they should have
he doesn't have his headphones on my mic.
Okay.
I heard you saying that we should. That's all I heard.
Like by that logic, they could have combined Infinity War and Endgame.
By that logic, they could have combined Infinity War and Endgame.
No.
Then I don't see
because Infinity War itself was. What could you take out?
We don't know what they could or could not take out until the movie
and that's
drops.
what I'm saying. You're saying that they need to cut out 35 to 40% of the movie,
Yeah.
but we don't know if they could or couldn't.
I didn't say they could. I said they would need to.
They wouldn't need to.
Yes,
would
they
just
would.
Need, they would just need to not write it like that.
Okay, so they could have just wrote Infinity War and Endgame
And
like
again,
that.
what could be taken out of that? Which is what I asked. What could be taken out of Infinity War?
But that's my thing. Some things need 2 movies. It's not like Breaking Dawn where they just split it up because Harry Potter got away with it.
But I'm saying we don't know if it needs 2 movies. That's my biggest issue.
I would lean closer to they know what they're doing, and if they're looking at the story and going, we cannot condense this into 1 movie. This is a 2-act structure of movies. I mean, I'm gonna trust them as opposed to Breaking Dawn felt like they had 1 movie and they split it in 2. Harry Potter, they needed 2.
They needed 2 for a lot of them.
So, like, maybe the Hobbit movies probably don't need, like, 4 movies.
Nah.
Stuff like that. But things where, again, I don't know into the story, but you're going to get a complete movie, and then you're just going to get the aftermath of that complete movie in another complete movie. Infinity War and Endgame are 2 complete movies.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like in the middle of Act 2 they're going to cut it out so they can go to...
I would prefer 1 movie and then like, hey, there's going to be a part 3. Not 2 parts of a second movie.
Okay, so you would have been fine if they just named it something different.
Probably.
See, it's the same thing then.
Yeah, I think I would be. Yeah. No, that would be better.
To me, it's just the same thing.
Same. I'm with BG.
Can I come back now?
Mm-hmm. We're done talking about it.
We're done.
It was a super short teaser.
Triton, we're gonna talk about Harry Potter when we get over the Harry Potter month coming never because we're not gonna do that. Thoughts on Harry Potter? That's gonna be a very. We did it a little bit in the past episode. I don't think you were there for that, but short story is this dude has negative feelings towards it.
Big negative.
I have middling to positive reviews on it.
I'm probably more along DA, like at this point, middling. The thing is, though, like I have middling to positive, but it is so weighed down by J.K. Rowling being a kind of garbage human being.
Art from the artist.
I'd say what you should do is acquire the audiobooks and then just listen to them and see if it's still what you believe to be good. No, I'm talking about Mike because we got to do it for the videos we got to do anyway. I'm talking about Mike. Even just take your favorite one. You remember the stories. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna say that the series as a whole is a solid 6.5. All up,
6 is high. It's got to be a good day for 6.
I think all up 6.5.
Of the main, I'm assuming, Triton, you mean the main ones, not the Fantastic Beasts, which
I've not seen it.
Which
you haven't seen either one?
Actively makes the like overall world of Harry Potter worse.
Yeah, absolutely. But the first one was fine.
Yeah,
I heard the second one is.
Oh yeah,
not
you heard from me. You heard from me telling Mike.
Yep, and then I took a girl on a date, and she's like, she was Harry Potter now. She's like, I don't think that movie was good. I'm like, yeah, me neither.
Mike, I told you. That's why you're single now.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just the movie.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what
It was that one Harry Potter. It's just like, dang, she never got over this. He could have taken me anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Like, the overarching world of Harry Potter, you know me, I like my interesting worlds and fantasy things. Like, I'm a fan of that. And just, like, interacting with that. Like the Harry Potter parks in Universal, awesome, very 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 fun. And just seeing the whimsy of the Wizarding World and what have you. But yeah, it's been a while. Like I've seen some of the movies recently, and the movies can still hold up. But like yeah, I haven't read the books in quite a long time.
Please do. Get on it. It's not good. Harry Potter is an awful character.
She doesn't believe trans people exist, Triton.
Straight up, you're not people.
Yep.
It's
All she had to do was shut her mouth.
bruh.
Why?
You can say that for 85. All Gina Carano had to do was shut her mouth. All Shuri has to do is shut her mouth.
It's so easy. That's why I said if I was famous, I'd be like, all right, I am handing over my Twitter to a professional. I will send them a message just like, hey, I'm walking my dog, and it's like, you make that flowery. I'm not gonna talk about any kind of movies. I'm not gonna talk about any sort of political stuff. Nothing. It's gonna be fluff. Hey, this coffee's good. Or is it? I don't know. Hey, I'm drinking coffee. Not even that it's good, because I'm not trying to get on anybody's bad side. Starbucks, man, I went into a Starbucks and somebody shot my mama, and that's a fan gone. I'm drinking coffee. No, I'm not endorsing anything.
What is your preferred coffee bowl?
I think there's one day of the year though that that you would take over the Twitter account just so you could hit the retweet button, and that would be I believe it's today, right? Or is it yesterday?
Okay. I don't know where you're going with this, Mike.
Haru's birthday.
Oh, that's today.
That'd be the one day
I
you're like,
laid
I need.
I wish I would have known that. We could have did that.
I laid my offerings down at the chapel.
That's the one day you'd be like, give me the phone. Give me. Listen to me. I know what I told you. Give me the phone.
Yeah, but and like Gavin said, somebody could twist that coffee thing. Like, oh, coffee? You don't like tea? What's wrong with tea? What kind of coffee?
Don't you know what that does to your body? I can't believe you would cruelly.
I only drink Peruvian coffee beans. Are those? You can't say nothing.
I mean, yeah, somebody's always gonna be, but I feel like you should have a PR/account manager.
100%.
Just like, here's what I'm tweeting. Like, they should have access to your Twitter Blue. So before the tweet goes out, you do the tweet. They look at it, and then they can decide whether to hit send or not.
Or they send you back a thing like you get a notification. Your editor has edited the tweet. Is this acceptable?
Every tweet.
Yeah.
It would prevent so many of these drunk and high tweets that get people in trouble. So many of these, my God, the homosexual community. Whoops.
Yeah.
Boosie getting dragged. What are you doing, Boots?
Oh boy. All right.
Yeah, Cyber Haru all day, legitimately. She was in my permanent party and scramble. I'm like, you in there? She was also
wasn't
really
even
good.
No,
She was.
I
Her
hated
guns were amazing.
Yeah, her guns were, but I hated her hammer.
And then the tornado.
Yeah, that was fine. But like regular attacks, I hated it.
Screw you.
I hated it. Oh, she didn't leave. She didn't exit the party. I just didn't like her. It's horrible all day,
hard.
bro.
It's hard when Yusuke is on the team.
Oh,
where he's just wiping.
Broken.
What? What?
Hey, here's the party. He outside.
You just playing wrong.
Yeah.
I can't have fun with the people I want to have fun with. It's just got to be an incorrect way to play.
Yep. It's like
Agreed.
CVIT. There is a correct party to win, and you're not using that correct party, so
Punch monkey stuff.
So speaking of tweeting things out and like being dumb, DC Douglas, the voice actor of Albert Wesker in most of the Resident Evil games.
Former.
Oh, is he
ex.
former now?
It will be soon. You can tell.
There's no way there's
Future former.
Leaked concept art of the unannounced Resident Evil 4 remake game, where I guess Wesker is going to be featured more prominently, is the rumor. He was only in the Mercenaries minigame in the original Resident Evil 4. But yeah, just dumb move.
Absolutely ridiculous. NDAs are such a hard and fast thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many actors that are just like, don't ask me about this role because I can't say anything about it. I can't. I can't say no.
Hey, don't ask me anything about it because I can't say for sure or for not that it does or does not exist. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
No comments.
I'm gonna hop forward a little bit to Stone Ocean. When Kira Buckland, who was a huge Jolene fan, was cast, and people were just like, yo, this sounds like you. This you. She said nothing until the day that it came out there. She was just like,
just vomiting, just rainbows and positivity and happiness.
Oh, and she killed it.
Oh, she's great. But just that's NDAs straight right there. And even without the NDA stuff, you gotta look at it like, who's gonna hire you now that you just leaking stuff? Knowledgeable that, hey yo, keep this under your hat. This could get me sued. That means you know what you doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm. Did he actually? I didn't see the tweet. He said this could get me sued.
One of the EDM some of the information to somebody, and they were like, "Do not share. I could get sued."
That's so dumb.
Yes, no,
Really?
This wasn't just like I'm on stream and somebody asked me about something and I go, "Oh yeah, that's definitely coming soon." I had a lot of fun doing that role, just not even thinking about it if it was announced or not, just a slip of the tongue type of thing. This was this is me calculatingly sending you this information. Please do not share. Fear of sued.
Wow. All right then.
Yeah, he's done so.
And then he just completely deleted his Twitter.
He put out one thing. It was just like, I think it was on Instagram where he was just like, I don't know if the game's coming out. I never said anything about Resident Evil 4 Remake. Thank you very much. I enjoy Wesker, and if it's being made, I hope I can voice him again. End of all discussion of that.
Unbelievable.
Was he the one? Was he the new voice of Crow? Am I thinking of that correctly?
No, he's not.
Okay.
The voice of Crow is also the voice of Champa.
Okay.
He is the voice of Kira from Part 4.
Okay.
Great job.
Yoshikage Kira.
Actually, I just remembered this. I didn't write this down. Did you guys perchance see that Vic Mignogna tried to sneak into a convention?
Oh no.
I guess not so much
How?
sneak. It was advertised. So there was a vendor that was at the convention, and they announced like a couple of days before at the like the day of the convention or something that Vic Mignogna was going to be at their booth and he was going to be selling merch, which is against the con's policy. that makes Vic a unlicensed vendor.
Yeah, you can't just do that. That's not.
I guess they were thinking we're the licensed vendor, and he'll just be selling merch at our license.
That's very odd. That's not a thing that you can just do.
So
You put in the application saying that I'm gonna be selling these things. You can't just be like, oh yeah, my friend is also gonna start selling some really hardcore porn. That cool?
So Gab, which some cons they have licensed vendors that do that, but Gavin, the lawsuit was never about Vic. He was suing the other VAs for defamation, and he lost those cases. He's never been prosecuted for
Or indicted or anything.
or indicted or whatever for sexual deviancy, or sexual harassment.
Charged.
Thank you. But it's a rumor for a reason. Like,
I mean, it's not even a rumor. It's more like
we have been staff at
a
conventions.
whispered, a shouted secret.
I have been staff at conventions where he has guested. I've heard things. Like, that's all I'll say. At Triton, I think what I just said answered your question. But yeah, I just found that funny that he was there. Some people at the con were not happy about it, and the con was like, "Yeah, we didn't know about this. We took care of it. Sorry." So I found that amusing. Yeah, the reason I found out about it is that lawyer from North Carolina that made that thread following the whole lawsuit, the thread knot, it's still going. It just slinked back into my Twitter feed. I'm like, oh my god, these people are still at it. And his whole thing was like, as soon as these people stop messaging me, I'll stop this. And they just haven't. It's kind of nuts. All right. We already talked about it briefly. Part 6. Is it the whole anime is out, or is it just the first couple episodes?
It's the first 12 episodes.
Oh, shit.
So they're probably going to do 12-episode chunks. It's probably going to be about 36 to 42-ish episodes.
Okay.
That's what the rumor is. It's in the upper 200s, and this did some 60 chapters. So, is it? My math is wrong with that.
Might be 40 chapters, 30.
Yeah, I messed it up. But somebody did the math, and it was like, yes, it's on track to be around the 39 to 45 mark.
But is it all dubbed too?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
All dubs, like 5 different languages.
Oh, shit.
Crazy.
Okay, then. It's on Netflix, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is glorious.
It's very good.
I was just like, man, I forgot how much I like this.
I have a question. Do I have to finish part 5 before I start?
No,
part 6?
you don't.
Cool.
But you will be a filthy, dirty part skipper.
Sure, but I've gone through everything else.
Where are you in part 5?
I got the baby, whatever, the stand.
Baby
Babyface? That's all you've done?
Well, the
Babyface is acceptable to drop after.
Understandable.
Like, I'm not feeling. I have no room to talk about people dragging their feet because I'm on the Bleach and the Naruto movie train. So I can't even be like, "Yo, how dare you?"
I wouldn't even call the Naruto one dragging your feet because you did like 2 in a day, and then you're just like no more for like 3 weeks.
You don't know how many times I've had to remote my hand and it's just shaking, and I can't press the button to go to the next one. It's
the
hard.
real one is the Bleach Bound arc. You've been on that for like 4 months.
It is. I think I've done like some 30 episodes, which is a large amount, and I'm down to the last 12 to 13. I just can't do it. You
could just take a day out and just bang them out.
But the interest just wanes as I'm watching it actively. I'll be sitting there at attention watching episode 1, episode 2 phone, episode 3 halfway through. I'm just like, I'm not retaining any of this information. I don't know why these two people are fighting. I said it in my stream. They're talking about the freaking, I'm the lady who made all the bounce. And here's how the bounce were made. I had to go back 3 times to understand what she was talking about because I was fading. I can't do it. It's so boring.
You can do it if you weren't a coward.
And Rukia is such a shot in the arm. It's
saving
crazy
your life.
How just seeing her, I'm like, wow, Rukia is amazing. in the intro, she just got like this green sweater and a red skirt. I'm like, that's a good look. And that carries me. And she does nothing. She had a fight with a bum bounce. She gets stabbed in the stomach, and then, oh, here comes Byakuya saving her again.
That's what we wanted, right?
Yeah, obviously.
It's
Obviously.
crazy how bad the bounce arc is. I just want to finish it so I can just say that I'm one of the 16 people in this world who have watched the bounce arc from start to finish.
Arm raised.
You? Have you?
Because this was back when I didn't truly understand the difference between filler and canon. Because I wasn't even reading manga. I think One Piece is the first thing that I caught up on. No, I think it was Naruto first and then One Piece. But I didn't truly get filler. So I was just watching all of Bleach and I was just like, oh, this isn't as good as the previous arc. But then once Wake Mundo started, I was like, okay, this is straight.
Oh wait.
Oh, dude, I watched all of the regular Naruto filler. None of Shippuden because I didn't watch Shippuden.
I skipped, I think, one arc of the Naruto fillers.
That could be fun.
I think I did watch the
Watching the
Bounce arc back
Naruto
in the
fillers
day.
and just like talking about them. What was that, Mike?
I think I did watch the Bounce arc back in the day. I remembered this dude with his douchey haircut. But that's
Yes.
about it.
Dude, there are 4 people that can apply to. You haven't said anything.
The white-haired dude.
There you go. He is horrible.
No.
I hate him so much.
Up, see, there's Hawakas has watched it. Cyber's watched it.
How could y'all? I don't know what it is, but it is just, I've never watched anything where I can chart my interest going down. And it's just a steady
It's just a
down.
presentation at some conference, just like, so as you can see, as the time goes on,
Numbers go
interest-
down until Rukia shows up, and I'm like, oh my, look at
And this
Rukia.
fight right here is the Rukia factor.
Now,
But
now,
once
this-
she's
this-
on screen again, you see it plummets right back, if not even
Lower,
further.
lower and faster.
This spike here
Every,
you see
there's
was
no other Rukias.
the spike here. There's a catalyst for this. Now, what is that? Anyone can guess? Anyone guess? Why, yes. There's a big page of Rukia Kuchiki.
Man, she's so great.
I'm surprised I actually
Just
remembered
finish
her
it.
last name.
Just finish it.
I can't even get through Bleach proper. Doing any of this, but I don't see. Bleach is pretty breezy to get through,
In the
except
beginning.
for I always forget their names.
Which one?
The Dirty Boots group. that crew?
Fullbringer.
Fullbringer. The Fullbringer and the 1,000-Year Blood War, those are the hard ones. And a lot of Wake Mundo when it's just a city fight. You know what? A lot of Bleach is hard to get through. Never mind. I'll just shut up.
Like halfway through Waco Mundo on, it just it gets sloggy.
I didn't need 6 fights of Ichigo versus Ukiura. No, sir. Did not.
You know what you did need? 7 fights.
Hey, how about just give Rukia a fight?
Oh, Gavin. You don't even know. Gavin.
Oh,
Wait, is that
Gavin,
where
you're
you
still in
stopped?
kind of good Bleach.
You stopped there? Oh, man.
He stopped within one of the Ichigo Ukiura fights, if I remember correctly.
Oh, probably the
no.
giant monster fight, more than likely.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Giant monster fight is when it starts going down, bruh.
Oh, bless you, Gavin.
Oh, dude.
You
You're
didn't
gonna need
live.
help.
You didn't live through the 1,000-year blood war.
The 1,000-year. I remember just sitting there reading that as we were waiting in for, I think it was Matsuri-Con, and you guys were doing something involving with with your con stuff, and I'm just sitting there reading that's going, wow. It was just and that was exactly the time when the secret captains came, and I went, "You're not even trying." And that could also apply to our boy Horikoshi, but we're not talking about that.
Yet. I will be talking about it.
All right, mostly small stuff left. Well, at least quick stuff. A Gorillaz movie is being made. No, nothing besides that, but interesting news. Going to be for Netflix.
I am looking forward to it. The lore of Gorillaz is very interesting. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to go for, hey, how we all got together, or just some weird, wacky adventure. Because there's, within the videos, within the albums, they'll have multiple videos that will have a storyline. And you just got to follow that storyline. It's there. Sometimes it's on Twitter. Sometimes it's just little, hey, you got to follow this character. And they're tweeting out stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I wish that they had kept the original voice of 2D because I really like him. Everything else is good. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know how good it's going to be because Davian Albarn is an insane person. So hopefully he's not writing.
If it's just
same thing with Hewlett. They're both insane people. Keep them off the writing staff. Get some proper writers in there.
I'm assuming if it's just Doomstar Requiem, but Gorillaz, you'll be a very happy person.
Can't wait for that new Death Clock movie. Can't wait.
I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that too. I forgot.
Can't wait for that.
Still haven't seen Doomstar. So.
I am so pissed at you.
You need to, man.
It is an hour of just banger after banger.
Hey, watch my shoulders. Still haven't seen it.
Legitimately. So. The Blazing Star, the song that they go out on, is the best Death Clock song that they've made. It's amazing.
Sure it is.
You are disgusting.
This one I found this funny. So reportedly, George R.R. Martin actually flew out and tried to beg HBO to do 10 seasons of Game of Thrones instead of 8. Now, there's multiple sides to this. One, most of the actors just wanted to be done with the series. So,
understandable.
I don't know how that would have worked. Kit Harington, who played Jon Snow, talked about how the later seasons were kind of breaking him as a person. So, I can totally understand that. He doesn't exactly have a right to talk because finish your damn books.
Yeah, like they ran out of source material. What do you want them to do? What can they pull from?
Unless you have manuscripts that you just want to flat out leak for the show, then yeah, don't exactly talk, dude.
He wanted them fat checks to keep coming. Can you blame him?
True. I mean, he's
no work and all money.
He's got
sir.
A whole fucking prequel series coming out now, so that he's writing on.
How about you write your book?
Yeah, true. But this new game, Elden Ring, which people are legitimately excited about. but yeah, I just found that.
I do not understand the From Software stuff. I've tried almost every one of them.
People love it. I just haven't really played any of them to like have a informed opinion.
The only one I have left is Sekiro. I've played every other one for at least 2 hours.
Okay.
I just don't get them.
Well, a big thing too is you're a big plot and story person, and those games are all like environmental plot.
I'm good with that. Let me pick up a book and figure out the lore. I love Fallout New Vegas. Give it.
Yeah, but that still has a lot of characters and a lot of interaction with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Versus it is literally like, this is the world. These things kill you in 2 hits. And that's about it. Chucky was renewed for season 2.
Delicious. Did you finish the season? Bruh, what a good final episode was a little rushed at points,
Yeah.
but my God, what a series! I cannot wait for season 2.
I quite enjoyed it. It was a very good show. Chucky is... That man could just play Chucky forever, and I'd be happy.
Dude, there
He's
are
so
two
good.
things that stick out in my mind. When Jake has Lexi over the banister and he goes, "This isn't he says, "This isn't something. This is a crossroads." And I love that line. And then when he's talking about, you're wondering how a dog can weigh so much, and he's just like, "Yeah, it makes no sense." And he's like, "Dumbala," and then he pushes him over, and he's like, "Sacrilege." I was like, this is so good.
He does such a good job as Chucky.
Yeah, give me all of Brad Dourif. And his daughter was killing it as him.
Oh yeah, she did a very good impression. I was like, "Ooh."
Some of it was 80 hard, but some of it was just straight her. And I was, wow.
Yeah, I wondered if he did the line and then she matched it as him.
So
Whatever it was, killed it.
So he didn't voice Chucky the whole time, or was this a different character?
No, he voiced Chucky the whole time, but his daughter, there were flashbacks to him in the past, as well as his daughter. Chucky takes over his daughter. Not Chucky's daughter. All right, Brad
serial
Dourif
killer?
has a daughter, and the daughter plays a character on the show.
Okay,
Chucky takes over the character sometimes.
gotcha.
So sometimes she's the character, Nika, and sometimes she's Chucky.
I see.
But there's also scenes in the past where she will play Chucky
I see. Okay.
or Charles Lee Ray at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just she does a bang up job. And for some reason, Jennifer Tilly's just amazing. I don't know what it is, but every line is just fantastic.
She's got a very unique voice and a great delivery. Like when she bought the house and then the lady was walking away like, all right. She's like, don't you want my autograph? It's Jennifer Tilly playing a doll that's taking over her. So she's trying to act like Jennifer Tilly. It's great.
All right. We got let's see, Nick All-Star Brawl finally has some alt skins. And I feel so bad. So there's the one dev who's like he's I think one of the only American devs that's on the team that is making Nick All-Star Brawl.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to do so much more. But they just don't have the resources. Like he's like, we have alt skins. He's like, and we only have one for each character, which is honestly unacceptable. I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, this seems like a passion project for him, but he can't do anything with it because he's got the budget of $17.
Yeah.
They pass the hat around the studio like, what y'all got? Empty the pockets.
But yeah, like, I feel like this could be, especially with like the Nintendo Smash Circuit that they have coming up. You got Multiverse coming up. Like, the game could be a solid competitor in this platform fighter space. It's just Nick isn't shelling out. Or
The
Paramount,
presentation, all that stuff, yeah.
And people like the game. It's just that there isn't enough to keep them there. That's the big thing. So yeah. Some of the old skins are actually really nice though.
Yeah, they are.
Toph has her armor from the invasion. The Eclipse invasion. The Turtles, the like retro comic one.
Mm-hmm. That's
Fire.
super good.
Fire.
Yep.
Some of them are kind of stupid. Korra, there's barely her outfit changes color a little bit. that one sucks. But there's some really good ones.
Ren and Stimpy get like a Christmas hat.
Yep. Yakmas or whatever. SpongeBob gets the #1. He was #1. That hat. Good stuff. Now this one is really funny. apparently, so Animal Crossing had the new DLC that came out, and people have found a glitch in the Brewster's Cafe that for some reason, and people don't know the reason, some of the villagers will show up to the cafe in their birthday suits.
Ooh.
They just don't have clothes on. I mean, there's nothing showing, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just like...
Nintendo didn't secretly make raccoon penis.
Yeah.
Well,
Model that butt cheek. Like, hey, chill out.
So, DA, if you need a little Isabel in your life in a certain way, you know...
I most certainly do not. If you remember when you brought me that pillow and I was horrified when I was just like, what about the back? And it was just her jacket. I'm like, what if it was worse, Mike? What if it was worse?
I wouldn't have cared.
Would have been actively happy.
Yes. Oh my god.
Would have preferred it.
But yeah, yeah, I just love that, like, even, like, the people that found the glitch and are, like, looking into it, they're just like, yeah, we really don't know. We can't figure out why this is happening.
Bro, we got nothing.
So yeah, that's a thing. We'll see if Nintendo decides to patch that out. Probably will. But let's see. Moving on. We now we got a little bit more depressing news. And this one, I guess he probably just has to state he had to state this for liability or something. I don't know. It just seems really weird. It's long after the fact. Alec Baldwin claims he did not pull the trigger of the gun that killed Helena Hutchins. He's not saying that someone else was holding it. He's just saying that he did not squeeze the trigger, but the gun still went off. And maybe prop gun, it just like he jiggled it or jostled it or like did a quick draw or something and it just went off.
Yeah,
Who knows? But yeah, I found that interesting, like way after the fact that he said that, and I'm guessing it was probably advice from a lawyer, if I had to guess.
Yo, say, hey, I did not inhale.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
So there's that. The Activision train keeps on chugging, except this time it's not Activision. They're just tangentially involved. The Game Awards. Jeff Keighley has announced that besides nominations, Activision Blizzard will not be a part of the Game Awards. Only after severe backlash of him putting out a news article saying that they were, quote, not going to pick sides on the whole Activision thing. Which, that means you picked a side. Let's not dance around that subject. By not picking a side, your silence is enabling.
Yeah, if you're in the middle, you're on the wrong side.
Yes. All it does is you're ignoring a problem that is still happening to these people, and therefore you're ignoring the people that are saying, hey, this is happening.
It's not like two friends of yours fighting and they're both like, back me up, and you're just like, I'm not gonna be in this. Y'all gotta settle this yourselves. It's literally, hey, when I was sleeping, they punched me in the face. Yeah, well, I don't want to get into it.
My boss threatened to kill me.
They literally had a knife to my throat. You could see the mark where they cut it. I'm not trying to be in the middle of this.
Yeah. And then the thing is, too, if you go to the Game Awards website, so let's see. Where is it? Ooh, excuse me. There is... jury nominees, player's voice, is about... might be the about page. Oh, shit, they... Or no. No, it's still there. You see the advisory board of the Game Awards, and number 1 is Rob Kostich from Activision.
I mean,
So,
I
yeah.
both understand Keeley's position in that the corporate overlords basically keep the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are just the Game Awards and you've got a bunch of indie titles, and you're doing world premieres for that, people might not tune in to see this crap. They want to see stuff like Call of Duties and whatever Warner Bros. Is working on the next Harry Potter game. So it's a tight position to be in.
Oh yeah, slippery slope for sure.
But there are so many better ways to go about it than just going. Yeah, I'm just gonna wash my hand. I just want the devs to get a place to showcase their games, and we're it. That's not that doesn't work.
Yeah, because really, like, you know, when these games win, who goes to accept that award? The devs? No, it's like a director or something. And like, think about it. One of the directors at Blizzard, who probably accepted awards for Overwatch, was named McCree, and he is not a good person. We've come to find out. So, like, I can understand that sentiment, but unless you have like the dev team go up and accept that award, it's kind of an empty sentiment. Yeah, apparently people just flat out aren't playing the new Call of Duty either, which is just another thing.
I mean, from the beta, I heard very much that it wasn't a very good version of the game.
Yeah, most people.
So
like,
that's gonna factor into it.
It was like that. Like, people are not feeling the campaign. People are already happy with Warzone. They don't really care about World War II. And then on top of that, all this stuff with Activision.
So in Battlefield, just sliding under the radar with their
Yeah.
what a terrible
and that's the
launch.
thing too. Battlefield had like ample opportunity. It's like, oh man, there's all this heat on Activision right now. This is their time to shine. Our servers are crashing. Oh no.
Just 4 more months for Battlefield,
Yeah.
and they could have hit.
And then also on Thursday, BG, I don't know if you're busy or anything. I will be streaming watching the Game Awards, and if anyone else wants to hop on, obviously.
When does it start?
It's Thursday at...
Boy, that is definitely a time Thursday.
Yep. It is a 24-hour window.
Most certainly.
Yeah,
23 and 56 seconds, I believe it is.
The Game Awards airs live and free on Thursday, December 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. I'll probably be close to my break at that point.
Okay.
Or they might send me home early. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be streaming the whole entire time, so just whenever you guys, if any of you want to hop
Of
on,
course.
you can hop on. So yeah, that'll be a thing. And then the last thing I have, and this is just like, has nothing nerd related, but it was just on IGN, and I'm just like looking at this, I'm like, yo, we're dealing with COVID. Why are you guys doing this? So apparently there's a breakthrough discovery of essentially nanotechnology called xenobots that are living robots. So it's, you know, biotech mixed with, you know, actual machine technology, and they can reproduce now.
Why?
So scientists created the first living robots have revealed
No,
that
why?
the organisms known as xenobots can
No,
now
you're still
reproduce.
reading the
I don't
thing.
fucking know.
Why?
I don't trust. Like, we already have COVID. We don't need machine virus. We don't need 007. I did see the new movie. It is a fantastic movie, by the way.
It is
We
a
don't
good
need that
movie.
shit. I kind of teared up a little bit, to be honest, with that movie, just a little bit.
Oh, when it at the end?
Yes.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
But yeah, let's see. I was by now scientists developed them and found that they reduced it in an entirely
Okay.
new way.
Who there's a lot that goes into this. Who brings it up? What collection of people approves it? What further collection of people develops it? And what further amount of people go, this is the implementation for it? There are like 4 to 5 layers of needing this. And nobody stopped and thought, hey, why are we doing this?
Can we do it?
Using,
I guess.
created,
Let's try it.
created using stem cells from African clawed frogs, There's a. Oh, I see where the name comes. Xenopus lavius. That's where the Xeno, I think, comes from. Xenobots are less than 1 millimeter wide and can move, work together as a group, and even self-heal.
What are we doing?
By now, the scientists who developed them have found that they can reproduce in an entirely new way, completely different from the biological reproduction of any living plant or animal. The new form of reproduction sees the Xenobots effectively harvest loose stem cells, gathering them together into piles, which they can then mature into Xenobots.
What is the benefit of doing this? What is the positive of doing thing? What is the application of having jizzing robots that make other robots pregnant?
All right,
Wouldn't
here's
you
the
wanna
part I
see
was.
if you can?
Here's the part I was
That's
looking
the
for.
biggest thing.
No.
Although the thought of self-replicating machines is reminiscent of the likes of the Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the researchers have assured that these robots are contained in a lab and are both biodegradable and easily extinguished. But the discovery.
Yeah, that's what they said in Terminator.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh, this is not good.
Oh yeah, I found that interesting and terrifying at the same time.
DA, keep your head down. Spider-Man trailer.
Oh dang.
I'm like, is there a sniper? What's going on?
I'm stopping DA December before it begins.
Oh no, it already began and was a smashing success.
Yeah.
What question is that? Oh, why not? Because
Why
there's
not?
nothing to do with it. Why not jump out the window right now?
Unless
Just
you
to
can,
see if I can. Just see if I can survive.
like,
Yeah, why not?
they didn't really show an express purpose for these things. Like, hey, maybe this can like attack cancer cells or something and what have you later on. That'd be kind of cool. But they didn't really say that. It just said that they did it.
Hey y'all, we did this thing. Sure.
All
Why
right,
did
cool.
you do it? Oh, AIDS?
It's like, hey, we created this new variant of the coronavirus. Why? Oh, nothing. Whoops.
This is how Resident Evil starts.
True. Truth. Did any of you guys see that movie? The new one?
Okay, first off, I'm barely going to the theater as it is. Second, why would I go for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City?
I didn't say, did you see it in the theater? I just said, did you see it?
First off, my bandwidth is limited. Why would I waste it on Raccoon City?
There you go.
Well, actually, it's unlimited, but my space is limited. Is there even a good
I took bandwidth.
theater open at the moment?
I actually took bandwidth as like just I only have so many hours in the day, and I am not wasting it. On
No,
this
dude.
movie.
I have been wasting time consuming media. The amount of manga I'm reading, anime I'm watching, movies and TV shows is unbelievable. I need to stop.
All right. So that's the end of my things, but obviously I know we want to talk about. I haven't read it yet, but obviously I've seen.
There's no need to. I was telling Chris this. I am 4 chapters away from deciding if this just dropped till the end.
Wow.
They've got 4 chapters to tell me why I should read chapter 5.
Weekly. I am just like, do I want to continue this weekly, or is this going the Black Clover route of just like, I'll batch it when I can?
When I have an inkling to.
Yes.
It's been 6 weeks. Oh yeah, Nuclear Black Clover's out. Let me just read all of them.
It's just a weekly exercise at this point for me. It's like, oh man, Dr.
No,
Stone.
because at least exercise gives you something.
It's like, okay, like Dr. Stone, I'm enjoying Black Clover still. One Piece. My hero's here, I guess. I'll just get it out of the way. That's how I view it.
Goodness.
I just get
Dude,
it all Shonen Jump done in one
Piece
shot.
is not out. I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I just get Shonen Jump done all in one shot every week.
Any week that One Piece is not out, My Hero does not get read.
I see. Okay.
That's my whole reason to go to where I get my shit from. And if it's not available, I'm not. My Hero just was not. It wasn't here either.
No,
I would not be willing to watch mecha shows. Thank you.
The fake out is the thing that hurts the most.
But everybody was just like, "Oh, it's so obvious." Oh, was it?
There was no reason to do that.
Yes, it was.
Other than the cheapest fake out imaginable.
No,
just
a week
to
of
get people
anticipation and a week of anticipation, building up that feeling, and then you see it. It's just like, is she in the intrigue and mystery and trending on Twitter, and then this whole time,
okay, she still just doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, because everybody was like, now that this has happened, she's gonna get a personality.
You know
and stuff.
how everyone
No, let me
was
go
just
get
like,
the important people.
Yo, think about all those people who are like, he's been laying the building blocks down this whole time. She's the one who suggested we go to the mall. Now
Now it's like, hey, look at Ayama's face on the spine of one of the covers or one of the volumes. That's an actual thing.
Yep. I saw that.
What are we doing?
I want to go to those Twitter threads though.
Like, here's all the clues for Ayama. Here they are right here.
Yeah, but last week you were saying
flimsy at best. I'm sorry, what was that?
I was like, but it's like, yeah, but last week you were saying. I want to go back to those Reddit threads and just see.
I wonder if it's the same people. I would love to see somebody that was so like, yo, this is everything with her. They laid it all out perfectly. And just see their reaction to the newest chapter. I need it in my life.
They're out there.
Oh, what happened? So they led up to Hagakure being the traitor with the previous chapter because All for One went, I have friends in many places, and then it zooms in to the school and you just see Hagakure looking out the window. So you're led to believe it's her. But the next chapter, she's actually following the traitor who turns out to be Ayama. He was born without a quirk, and because he was born without a quirk, his parents met, or All for One came to them, or they met him, whatever, and gave him a quirk. And after that, they were under the employ of All for One. So Hagakure is like 30 feet away, and they're just they gotta be just screaming.
They are yelling at the top of their lungs. The distance that she is away from them, they are little tiny, just blurs. And she is within walking distance of the school, such that she can go get Deku, come back, and they're still yelling this.
So they're just like, you were born without a quirk. We met All for One. You know you gotta do it. And Hagakure goes, I started looking at you because you've looked so sad since the war or whatever. Shut up!
Stop pretending like this was a thing.
Dude, this is disgusting content. And I am so sick of My Hero. And I'm so happy these people on the Reddit are turning.
Oh, that the turn is the funniest thing of all of this. Just people slowly realizing like, mother, this is... The clues were there. They were all lined up. And then it's just like, oh, it's Ayama. Okay.
Oh, that's also clues. Just like when they're like, oh, the first time we see Dobby, he's in front of a hair dyeing shop. The clues were always there. So many foreshadowings. And look at all this stuff they laid out for Hagakure. Oh my god. Oh no, it's Ayama. And that's the funniest thing. Because how many YouTubers, how many Reddit comments were just like, my God.
I knew it.
It's always been like this. Look at all of these, posts and things. And then it's just like, oh, no, you were wrong. This was never the facts. It's the other guy.
The next YouTube video is like, yo, they subverted the subversion.
They subverted us, yo. This is why it's the greatest. We all thought a thing, and then it was a completely different thing. You don't remember who Ayama is? He's Belly Laser. Hagakure is Invisible Girl.
You should know these people's names.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, we
legitimately no reason
It's not
to.
a sign of a good show where you just go, wait, who? Who exactly is that?
To be fair, I just have that problem with every show. Even once I watch.
I haven't.
I mean, I have never went. Is that robot guy in the Straw Hat Pirates? I've never once done that.
Yeah, the important people are there. This should be the important people.
Yeah,
You should know-
The Straw
you
Hats,
should know
there's-
the
There's
name.
8 of them though, versus what, 20 in Class 1A.
Okay, the Konoha 12, I know all their names. The 10 ever done.
But like, from my thought, like I know all the Straw Hats from One Piece, but like some of like, some of like the big wigs that they're fighting right now in Wano, I don't remember all their names.
Of course not. They just dropped. They dropped a bunch
Page
of
1, Who's Who, Black Maria,
Altier.
Sasaki, Alti, Page 1. I already said Page 1. I think I named the Flying Six.
Yeah, I got, and then you got the King Queen Jack. That's easy.
Yeah, those are easy. But yeah,
But again, you're talking about Wano. The Flying Six was basically dropped on us 30 chapters before the chapter we're in now. And these people have been here since basically chapter 6. And then in the anime, every time they come up, they tell you their name and quirk.
sure, still don't remember them.
And I don't remember them.
It's such a problem.
Yes, Asa, he's the traitor.
It's like, yeah, you guys have been talking about this for 15 minutes, but no, really.
Yes, he's the traitor, 100%.
Think of all the times that he was clear that he was a traitor. Don't you remember when, insert thing here, somebody was just like, oh, look how nervous he was when talking about this thing. That's one of their hints.
This is like the opposite problem of Genlock, where it's just like they introduce the concept of a traitor and they kill him the next episode.
And setup payoff. The same P for setup is in payoff.
Oh boy. Oh man.
They all look nervous.
No, but he looks double nervous.
Look at Coda. Look at Finn.
No, but he look. They got one sweat drop. He's got 3 6.
What were they talking about?
Let's just leave it to All Might. We're not allowed to fight anymore.
All right.
Unbelievable.
One last thing about that. Have you guys seen the popularity poll?
Oh boy.
I've never really cared, but obviously go.
I've always cared because it tells me where people are.
Yes, the mindset. And if you tells you where the people are, it tells you where the mangaka is as well, because they might lean into it. So, you got your 1, 2, and 3. You know exactly who those are. Mm-hmm. Number 4, Red Riot.
Unbelievable.
Number 5, Hawks.
Unbelievable.
Number 6, Ida.
Unbelievable.
Number 7.
He reached out to Deku. Shut up.
Number 7, Eraserhead. Number 8, Present Mike. Number 9, that dude from the new movie. Number 10, Mind Control Guy. Endeavor, Uraraka, All Might, Momo, Kaminari.
Toga.
Toga is 21. Here's just 2 very egregious things right now. Twice is 38. Do you know who's 37? I should say what's 37? Deku's freckles.
What?
Deku's freckles are above.
Twice, yes.
You see why these matter, Mike? Do you see the bummery we're dealing with?
Number 37 on the One Piece poll. Luffy's scar. Above carrot.
Mirako? Mirako?
Mirko? 42.
32. She's
Disgusting.
tied with that wind guy.
I don't know who that is.
Could you tell me who this is?
No.
I don't know. I literally do not know who that is. But he is one step above Mirako.
Was it the dude that got shot in the gas thing when they wouldn't kidnap Bakugo?
I don't know.
Where's Mirio at, actually? On that note.
23.
Not even
2
counting.
places below Himiko. 21 is Himiko. 22 is Suyu. 23 is Mirio.
There is no spray bottle man. Shut up.
Sero, Tape Man, is 19.
How?
Shigaraki.
He did nothing.
Shigaraki, main villain, is 18.
Wow. All for one?
Earthquake Dude is 17.
All for
This
one?
is why it's important. This is why it matters. Because you have to sit there and go, wait, what?
Who is this for? Who is consuming this manga?
Where's all for one?
Not in the top 40.
Wow. Like, the overarching villain.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that.
Just not there.
Yep.
Wow.
Got too much time for some dude that looks like it's a
freckles.
reference nobody would get. Or freckles. How did the dude in a new movie get top 10?
Because shiny. It's in front of my face right now. So pretty, so good, so gimme. That's what that is.
Shouldn't it be more?
Invisible Girl and Ayama are not in the top 40.
Oh, they're going up. They're going up.
This is disgusting. You
right.
should not just sit here. Who?
Actually, on the note of different characters, I think you had mentioned it before, and I just forgot about it.
Who's the last person?
Well, no. Yep, look that up. And then there's a lot of ulti love in Discord right now. I just keep seeing fan art of her pop up.
There's so much fan art of her. She's a great character. She's got a great design.
Are
It's
people?
fun. It must be fun for people to draw her. And I'm just like, yeah, I loves me some Alti.
I'm just
I'm very
imagining at
curious
this
what
point
she's
people are
gonna
like,
place.
yo, she joining the crew? Because I feel like
I don't.
there's a new flavor of that every month, 2 months.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember the big Monet push.
For some reason.
All right.
But yeah, I'm all about Alti. Give me just her standing up to Big Mom like, you ain't gonna do this to me. Her first introduction, she insulted him both Queen and Kaido. Just sitting there just like, oh, these people are idiots. Oda was just like, she has a weird way of speaking, but she's going through several different phases.
That was so great.
It's, oh my goodness. I'm so curious where she's gonna place. It's gotta be high.
You think that?
All right.
The worldwide poll gave me hope.
Yeah, but we're not gonna get another one of those till the end of One Piece. You're gonna have to get through the regular Japanese and regular English ones, where Brooke is 18.
I suppose.
Where both Sabo and Ace get in the top 10 for some reason.
All right. Do we have facts?
Cool guy.
Unless we have anything else that is the end
nah.
of the podcast.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna pick one this time because I was just going through stuff trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I saw this one. I was like, well, I gotta say this.
Okay.
Most perfume is made from sperm whale puke. known as
Ambergris.
ambergris. This waxy secretion bleached out from fur whale is a core component in making perfume due to its pleasant smell and often found floating in tropical seas.
Yeah, that's from Futurama.
Is it?
Yeah, it was a whole episode where Kip was trying to get perfume for Amy. And
I do
it was
not remember that.
from, because you don't remember Precious Ambergris? No, yeah. It was
I
all
remember
episode.
Precious Tritium.
I
Yeah,
just
no,
rewatched
that
that
was
movie.
Dude, it's so good. It's
Dude,
so good.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna end on this. Hold on. So I have a buddy who's big Spider-Man buff. Has read like all the comics. Is just unabashedly a fan. He sent me his listing of Spider-Man movies that he made a couple years ago after like watching all of them at the time and then just adjusting it as he's watched other ones. And it is it's different.
Oh, no.
Let's see, movies. Where did he put it? Yeah, okay. All right. So, there's a couple of things that line up, but then there's some really interesting divergence in most people's lists. So, his number one.
Oh, when was this made? The most
2019.
recently updated.
2019, but he has added Far From Home, Venom, and Let There Be Carnage to this list since then.
Okay.
All right. Number one, Spider-Man Homecoming.
This is what?
Number two.
Acceptable.
No, not acceptable.
Acceptable.
Acceptable. Barely top 3.
Number two, Into the Spider-Verse.
Acceptable.
Yes, that's the correct number 2.
Number three, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Not acceptable.
This is who you rocking with. This
I didn't say I was rocking with
No,
them.
you
I
was
said
ex-
acceptable.
You were accepting
I'm not
it.
flying the flag. I'm saying
were accepting
it.
Also,
Mom had a knife in front
Michael,
of you,
I'm
coming
sorry.
closer and closer to your heart, and you're going, that's an acceptable distance. That's an acceptable distance. Stabbed.
Number four. I'm glad you guys are in your current mood because this next one, The Amazing Spider-Man.
Acceptable.
Number four.
It's
Number five.
That's not a particularly good movie,
It's
I'll
a
say.
poopy butt water movie.
Number five. Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, first Spider-Man.
Acceptable.
Yes, that's acceptable for 5th.
Number six. Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
No,
That's exactly where I'd put it.
no, it shouldn't be below Spider-Man 1.
Sixth best.
Number seven. And I'll say at this point, this is where the list makes sense. Number seven, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Number eight,
Sure.
Spider-Man 3. Number 9, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And number 10, Venom. That part makes sense. It's just
That's a
that
disgusting list.
it's just that front and especially the middle.
No, I don't. I'm Venom. No, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Is.
Absolutely. It was like 17% acceptable.
I'd have to go back.
Into the Spider-Verse is 2.
Yeah, for me, Into the Spider-Verse is number one for me.
Spidey 2, Into the Spider-Verse, Homecoming, Spidey 1. I'd have to think about the rest.
So for me, it's Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2, Homecoming, Far From Home, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Let There Be Carnage.
Spider-Man 2!
Precious Tritium.
Y'all are crazy if
Precious.
Spider-Man and 2 is outside your top 3. I can't rock with it.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Wow. I totally blanked. That's my apologies. Spider-Man 2 would be number 3.
Okay.
I'm a dummy. So, Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2, Homecoming, Far From Home, Spider-Man 1. I'm gonna have to rewatch The Amazing Spider-Man to see.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, after that, it's a little bit of
Yeah.
a drop off. I gotta
Yeah.
remember.
Like, the bottom 3 are solidly the bottom 3.
You get Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 in there. You get
Spider-Man 3
Venom in
and
there.
Venom.
I don't know. I might put Spider-Man 3 above Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Really? Okay.
I'm definitely doing that.
I hate the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Hate them.
Yeah. There are still aspects that I really enjoyed, like how they choreographed.
Triton, don't do this.
Acceptable.
Oh boy. Where were we? Oh, we were. You had mentioned Precious. I'm like, how'd we get here? Precious Tritium. That's how I got here.
Tritium.
Yeah, watch the extended version for the first time. I'd never done that before.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
It's very good.
Those movies hold up. My God.
Spider-Man 1, it's a bit dated. It's a bit dated.
I mean, graphically, absolutely.
Even just like there is such a jump in quality from 1 to 2, not even just graphically, but from choreography, cinematography, like all these different aspects that
I mean, of course, all that crap's gonna be improved. Like, I want to go back and rewatch the original X-Men, the first X-Men. I wonder if that's any good anymore.
But yeah, right now I'm trying to blitz through all the Spider-Man movies leading up to Far From Home or No Way Home. All right. With that, I have no idea if Ralph's going to be here next week. He's not here to say.
Let me check my schedule.
Yeah.
Potentially.
All right. A fun fact: humans are the only animals that enjoy spicy food. I can see that.
That's right.
I must not be a human because I
'Cause we
get
got-
that crap
Oh,
away from me.
We knew
Free
that
will.
already. We knew that already.
Dude, spicy is life. Life.
In doses.
I gotta test you on what not to like try to make you eat spicier stuff, but I gotta test you of where your spice level is
Your
at,
threshold.
because I want to make a dip, but I don't want to make it. I don't want to make a big one and it's even just like a tinge too spicy for you. Because you said before, even if you have too much pepper, sometimes it could be like
that's
ugh.
my threshold. So some days I'll be like, oh man, did I pick up the wrong Sweet Baby Ray's? Because it'll be a little bit too spicy.
How is your mouth so
That sounds
uncoated?
That sounds like my mother.
I might have an issue.
There was
Well, you're like, oh, barbecue sauce. Ooh, this is
like.
Oh my goodness!
Have you ever guys-
How many Scovilles is this?
Have you ever guys seen those like
that's
Stofers?
honey.
Have you guys ever seen those like Stofers like big bowl things that have like the chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn all mixed in?
yeah.
So a couple weeks ago, I was back home visiting. My mom like had one of those. She's like, "Yeah, that was a little too spicy for me," and I'm like, "What?" And like I've had those plenty of times. I'm like, those aren't. It's not. That's not a phrase I would use to describe that meal.
Like, Triton, I understand not liking spice water. Like, Triton,
Oh, it's going down a little rough. What is this?
did you get a joke milk? Like, I understand not liking spice, but the threshold for spice
That's
being so low is where I'm just like, I truly do not understand it.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what to
Like-
tell you.
Like, I understand hot sauce being too hot, sure. I can understand, like, even medium Taco Bell sauce being too hot, sure. But if you're going, like, mild sausage too spicy, if I get a kernel of pepper that's too spicy,
Yeah.
it's too spicy,
Mhm.
how?
like my mom has the benefit of she used to like spicy stuff, but then either the pregnancy of my sister or the pregnancy of me just like completely shifted her taste buds. Like that's like a whole biological change. That makes sense. You are an enigma.
Nah, give me all the spice. Give me all the hot sauce. You don't know how many. Recently, I made a honey sriracha sauce with an undercut of buffalo sauce. I put a little bit of brown sugar in it, dude. Wow. So, in maple syrup, it was godlike.
Yeah, you could never go to a protest. Mustard gas would literally kill you.
I give up. I surrender. I'll trade sides. Whatever.
Is that a bullet or a mustard gas?
You see them like hold out the gas can. Let's go. You see them hold out the gas canisters. All lives matter, guys. Really? Come on.
Do we really need rights, you guys? Don't we have enough?
Hey, stop doing crimes. We wouldn't get shot.
Isn't that right, my brothers? As you walk towards the police.
Hey, I took the vaccine and my balls feeling a little heavy. I don't know. Maybe there's some questions to be asked.
Hey, I listen to Joe Rogan all the time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please invite you. Want some hot wings? Oh no. Black Lives Matter. Oh my god. All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the podcast and stuff.
We will see you next week. In terms of that, got Game Awards, more game streams coming up. Gonna have some fun.
DA. I'm tell me when you guys are playing Halo because I might join you.
Okay.
More revisited stuff.
We'll try and get Mario Party. I want to play so bad. And I know you guys want to see us play so bad. It's adulting. It sucks.
It does.
So yeah, we'll try and get that scheduled. All right. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week.
Patrick Mahomes is trash.
Laters.